welcome in NBA champ, former coach of the year, Avery Johnson here to react to what we just saw from the James Harden press conference. So he was asked outright, 3 teams, 14 months, and he said it wasn't planned like that. He says he's happy. For now, I guess the question is, Avery, will he stay happy? What do you think about his press conference?
Well, a couple of things jumped out, Amanda. First of all, James alluded to that he wanted to go to Philadelphia all along. That was his first choice. And when his first choice or his 1A choice was unavailable, then he had to do which was 1B and Brooklyn. And obviously, I think Kyrie's Irving situation severely impacted on one of the glaring things that he shared in this press conference. You heard Doc Rivers' name come up quite a bit, and the word culture. So obviously there were some things behind the scenes, maybe from a coaching standpoint and a culture standpoint, that significantly bothered James Harden and impacted his decision, because he said, obviously he's playing now for one of the greatest coaches in the NBA of all time. So there's a lot more to what was going on behind the scenes. James didn't want to discuss it, but now he seems like he's really extremely happy to be with the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, he said in order to do his best, he needs to be great and healthy, but ultimately to be in a place to be the best James Harden I can be. And like you said, that seems to be with the 76ers. I'm curious, he was asked how he thinks he's going to work with Joel Embiid, because here's the thing, Avery, Joel Embiid's doing great. 76ers are doing great. I mean, there's a chance that he could come in and it could work really well, or maybe not so much. How does James Harden fit in with the 76ers to keep this momentum going?
Well, the way he fits in is he has to get fit first, physically. He's in poor condition, and he knows it. He's got to get in better shape, and he's got to get that hamstring healthy. I had a hamstring injury towards the end of my 6-year career. They're very temperamental. And if you don't get a hamstring back 100%, it's going to continue to reoccur. So James has to get fit and get in shape himself. And then I think he's going to fit in well with Joel Embiid. As he shared in the press conference, said Joel Embiid was the MVP probably 10 times. That's probably the greatest secret in the NBA at this point. He knows Joel Embiid is a talented player. He said he can do everything. So I think the 2-man game with Joel, rolling to the basket, picking and popping for threes, dominating the game when James Harden is isolated and posted up, you can't help off of Joel Embiid. But also James did a great job of talking about some of the other young guns like Tyrese Maxey on their team, Thibault, who's a really good defensively, and he was glad that they weren't included in the trade. But specifically to the Joel Embiid, James Harden 1-2 punch, that's as great a 1-2 punch as you're going to see on any roster in the NBA, because they're available for home games and road games.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.